Another prodigious talent that is also in headlines, Anthony Martial, who I'll never forget when he made his United debut against Liverpool. Pop, 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 bang, goal.
Oh, yes!
Amazing.
Martin Tyler losing it.
Amazing. But since then, the return has arguably not been what people have expected. And recently left out of the squad. What game was that? Was it the Aston Villa game he was left out of the squad? And Ralph Rangnick in the post-match interview said he asked not to be selected. Martial went to Instagram, said, I didn't do that. And this morning we find out that Sevilla have, I don't know if they have or not, but are close to an agreement to cover his wages, take him to Spain on loan. My question to you is this a win on United's part to finally offload, a big pay packet and also a talent that seems to have fallen to the wayside? Or is this a win for Sevilla and a fresh start for Anthony Martial to fulfill that potential? All those years ago when he moved and became one of the most expensive teenagers in the world.
Yeah, I think this is almost an upgrade for Martial in terms of a club that's actually competing for a title. They're only 4 points off Madrid.
Yep.
And they're great to watch, Sevilla. They're a hard-working group with a few real flair players. I love Papu Gomez. That's his nickname, Papu, but Alejandro Gomez. You're
close with him. That's why you get to call him.
No, he goes basically by his nickname all the time. He's got it on the back of his shirt. Even, he's an Argentinian playmaker. I don't know if you've watched much Atalanta over the last few years, Ryan, but he was the highlight of that particular team, and he scored another banger on the weekend against Celta Vigo to help them come from 2-0 down to steal a point. They are a legitimate chance here for the Liga title. I mean, Atletico have obviously interrupted the duopoly in recent seasons, and Sevilla look like the best chance of doing that this campaign.
Yep.
And Madrid have this aging group who are not always that consistent. They're not always that defensively solid, and they themselves had to come from 2-0 down against Elche on the weekend. So both teams are dropping points. It's an exciting title race, and Martial as an extra option maybe could boost Sevilla's chances if he's in the right headspace, because Martial's an incredibly inconsistent player. His form has fluctuated over the years. But the thing I'm most excited about is this is almost Sevilla going back to the future in terms of one of their great strikers of yesteryear. I don't know if you remember Freddie Canute.
Yeah, I do remember Freddie Canute. What a baller.
Martial has always reminded me of him. He always gets compared to Thierry Henry, but Henry was rapid and Martial is a bit more of a languid player.
Yeah.
And Canute was this, bigger than Martial, I guess stronger than him, but
same amount of hair. So it makes
played more like a sort of Berbatov type linking player. They're really deft touches and technique, and Martial fits that mould, and Sevilla had great success getting him from Tottenham back in the day, signing a player from the Premier League who was a little bit out of favour, and he went on to great things in Spain and won multiple UEFA Cups with them in that team that had Dani Alves at right back, of course. But I like Martial because I see this as another Premier League star going over to Spain after it hasn't quite worked out for him. And I think the pace of the league there being a little bit slower, a little bit more technical, a little bit less kick and rush stuff from the opposition teams they'll be playing, might suit him a little better. So I'm excited to see if he can break into this Sevilla side, because they do have other striking options. Rafa Mir's been scoring goals. El Nesri is at AFCON at the moment, but is a very good player, very handy. So they've got a few options up front, but Martial could make the difference in what will be a title race of fine margins.
And with 56 goals in just over 170 odd appearances at Manchester United, do you think that he's been a success? And if not, what do you think went wrong? Was it more of a mental block? How some players like Mario Balotelli before just can't seem to get things right, mentally, or was it the constant changing of systems that didn't help him either?
Yeah, I don't think he ever had a consistent position. No one ever really could work out if he was best on the left, cutting inside, or best as a number 9. And then playing on the left was kind of blocked from him because Marcus Rashford ended up making that position his own for a little while there. So he couldn't break into the team on that side, and he was competing with the likes of Cavani and so forth for the striking role. I mean, he's been at United for a long time, so there was ample opportunity for him. I think he can only blame himself that he hasn't made more of his talent. So there is a mental block there. I think a better coach, maybe a different style of management, a different style of motivation might have got more out of him, but United has been a chaotic, changing environment for many years, and players underperforming is nothing new. So I don't put all of the blame on Anthony Martial for that. But certainly, given the talent he showed early in his career and in bursts under Solskjaer during the COVID comeback, the first one, I should say, the United went on that run with Martial playing up top and Bruno Fernandes in behind him. So, he's obviously got the ability. It's just up to him to make the most of it, and up to Lopetegui at Sevilla now to get the best out of him. So, I don't know. It's a mixture, I guess. Is what I'm trying to say. It's sort of 50-50.
Yeah, you always felt that, there was another level that he could have achieved. But I'm going to miss him cutting in from the right and just making it look effortless when he hits R1 circle and he just goes top corner, top pins. It's just incredible stuff.